Hello everybody, welcome on into another brand new episode of Taste Test right here on youtube.com/Seannosaurus Rex. I'm Sean, and every Wednesday and Saturday you can watch me try the weird, the wonderful, and the limited edition. Today we have quite the collaboration and 3 different variants of it. That's right, it's the Oreo Reese's collaboration. We have the miniature, shareable, share size. I can share with me some more. We have the Reese's with Oreo in them, the mini version of it. You know what? I can back up just a smidge. Give myself a little table space. There are trading cards all over this friggin' table. It's my fault. I'm the problem. We have the Reese Oreo, or Reese's with Oreo, the regular sized cups, and last but not least, we have the Oreo with the Reese's filling. These are the particular items that people were excited about. This is the particular item that people were excited about, wanted the return of. I very vaguely remember having those Oreo Reese's. Oreo with the Reese filling, with the Reese cream. I don't even know how to phrase this. I don't know which one's which. Is it... If you say Reese Oreo, are you thinking that it's a Reese with Oreo, or are you thinking it's an Oreo with Reese? I don't know what it means. They're just words. They're all combobulated and conjumbulated in my head. And it hurts. And it's hard, okay? It's the hardest video in the world to make. But this was what people were excited about. They wanted that peanut butter chocolate cream back. And they kind of got it. The original one, if you remember, it was about 10 years ago. I very vaguely remember having it. It was partial chocolate, partial... peanut butter, which kind of sounds like the best way to do it, but it looks like this is going to use the chocolate of the Oreo as the chocolate, and then the cream will just be a peanut butter. But this one's interesting because it has little tiny Oreo cookie crumbs in the filling itself. So I don't know. What's also interesting about these is they look to be the regular Oreo size, but we'll try those in just a moment. I think actually this is where I'd like to start. The Oreo Reese's. Let's go with that. This is available in a ton of different sizes. I have the 4-pack here that was pointed out to me by the Beeb at the Circle K. I don't know how much it was. It could not have been more than $3. If I paid more than $3 for this, yikes. But I've seen it in a bunch of different versions. Your traditional standard Oreo package. I've seen it in, obviously, this size because I'm holding it. And I've seen it in, even the... individual packages inside of a box sort of thing. So there are different varieties a variety of ways to try this item. Let's try it this way. Let's do that. See if it's... Yeah, it does look a little bit more... Oh, darn. Just trying not to rip it too much. It does look a little bit more like the... Is that a standard size of cream? That it looks like less than we've gotten previously. A lot of these collaborations or the funky flavors, the peanut butter and jelly is a good example because it was recent, and the worst Oreo in the world, the potato chip one, those were the big cups, and those have always been a problem. No, those are the Reese's. My brain's all discombobulated. No, the Reese's. The Oreos weren't peanut butter and jelly. What's happening? What? Let's take a bite. It's peanut buttery. It's definitely peanut buttery. I'm so backwards on what I'm talking about. But I at least realized it. This might be a bad pack. Those were crunchy. This is what people wanted? I don't think this is what people wanted. I don't like peanut butter as a filling in something that's sweet like this. And I realize how dumb that sounds because I'm going to eat Reese's and I like Reese's. But I think the way that Reese's balances the chocolate and the peanut butter makes it work so much better. I'm not the biggest fan in the world of the Oreo cookie. I like it, but I am definitely there for the cream filling and the variants that they do. You talk about people who wanted this to be brought back for years and years. I'd like them to bring back the key lime pie that I had once and it was incredible. There's something wrong with the cookie. It's too crunchy. It's something about when I bit into it went, this isn't like a typical Oreo. I don't know if that could just be a bad package, but I will say that I will add that even if it was like the regular Oreo cookie and it had its typical texture, I don't love the filling taste with the cookie because I don't necessarily want peanut butter in that style. I like peanut butter. I like a Reese's peanut butter cup. but I don't like that. It needs the chocolate. The key to the Reese's is the chocolate peanut butter mix. How did you mess that up? It seems like you had it perfect, and it's like one of those things, it's so frustrating where you have like this really good item that people like, and then they go, but what if we made it different? And it's just like, no. Just give us the thing that we had before. We like that. Okay. Let's move on to the Oreos, or the Reese Oreos. And this is where the thing that I was talking about actually comes in handy. Both of these both Oreo and Reese's tend to have the specialty filling be the thicker version of it. The Reese's is, to bring back the analogy or the example I was talking about earlier, typically have had the problem where it is the big cup. And this is so confusing to me. I got that all backwards. And either way, it's valid and it works. It's okay to make a mistake, Sean. Okay. I like that these look like they're going to be a little bit thinner, and I like that we have a different variant on it with the miniature cups. I keep wanting to say share size. That's not a size of Oreo. That's just how big of a bag I bought. These I bought at... This must have been a Walmart. Both of these must have been a Walmart. I can't imagine this was over $3. I would imagine it's closer to $2. This one I think was a little bit closer to like $4, maybe $5. So I guess take your pick. Do you want tiny and short or plump? I don't know where I'm going with this. Or do you want these? Go with that. Okay. I like that these are the correct size. What we have here, and I would say that the correct size is the normal size. The other ones just have like a little bit too much of a variance, and the peanut butter is a little bit too much. The balance just isn't quite right, and the bonus flavor doesn't always come through unless you're potato chip Oreo or potato chip Reese's, in which case you're ruining my life. What we have here, though, is a Reese peanut butter cup. It has peanut butter, it has the cream, and then it has the Oreo bits inside of it. Milk chocolate with white cream peanut butter cups with Oreo cookie crumbs. I could just read that. They give it to me. I don't have to guess. They tell you what's in it. All right, and this one is a 4-pack. I think this is about... these are the only way I've seen these. These have been a little trickier to come by than you might think. Okay, so you have the white cream on top. There you go. You get a little bit of that. There are 4 flavors all fighting each other and nobody's winning, and it's not a good combination. It also looks like the picture here looks like they're going to be a little bit more spread out. It looks like they just get injected like right in the middle. And so it's just kind of not a great... It's not a great balance of it. But the white... what is it? The white cream? The white cream's fighting the milk chocolate, and the peanut butter's fighting the Oreo, and none of it really works all that well. There's a little bit of that Reese's flavor in there. I'm okay with the Oreo chunks in the middle, because I like that it gives a different texture. I just don't love that there's a white cream and a milk chocolate. It just feels like they were unsure where to go. They were like, what if we took all 4 flavors, Oreo cookie, Oreo cream, Reese's peanut butter, Reese's chocolate, and just crammed it in instead of trying to... At least with the Oreos, they took one of the elements out and substituted another element that's already in the base of the Oreo, even if it's not good or I don't like it. They at least exchange one of the elements. And I guess with Oreo, you could do the chocolate and the peanut butter because that's what people like, because you're not here for the cream filling necessarily, or the cream flavor, you're just here for the concept. Man, this sucks. I've had these. I don't like it. The flavor's too muddled and everything kind of loses. I guess we'll try these. I held out on this video because I couldn't find these, and now we're here, and it's just... Okay, tear here. I do have a knife if I need it. I don't. These are individually wrapped. I don't love the individually wrapped Reese's. Just throw it in a bag. Okay. I think I like the miniatures a little bit better, but I don't think that they're good. I mean, obviously, they're the same thing. So they're going to have the same flavor. Well, they wouldn't necessarily have the same flavor profile problem because that's why you bought two separate ones. I think the dispersal of the Oreo chunks in the miniatures is a little bit better. It feels like it's more consistent through the bite. And I do actually like that change in texture, which is a little odd for me because typically that's a big no-go. But I guess if you take sweet and put sweet and mash sweet, it's not quite as noticeable. People like the sweet and the salty crunch of that awful Reese's. It's just a flavor profile thing where the peanut butter stands out a little bit more in this one, and the cream has definitely died down. But there's just something still off about that whole flavor profile. I think it's a little bit better, but I don't know. I'm having a hard time wanting to recommend any of these. I am super thankful that I bought the 4-packs of the Reese's Oreo and the Oreo with Reese's. And then I got the Reese's Oreo. These are individually wrapped, which is actually kind of nice. I don't love it because it's a lot of waste and just kind of garbage in the way of what I want, which is the chocolate. However, this is an easy way to just kind of like, here, have some, and then just take it away from me. Yeah, this is I think it's an understatement to say that this is an underwhelming collaboration, but that's what it is in my opinion. I think that the Oreo Coca-Cola and the variants of that we had last year were a lot more fun and a lot more interesting than these because it had the popping rocks and the flavor profile was really, it felt accurate to what it was trying to portray, and they had the Slurpee and it was a drink, and it just, that was a much better collaboration between those two brands in my opinion, and these are just tough. They already have peanut butter Oreo, don't they? Like, I don't know. These are a tough sell. If you want to try them, I would recommend the 4-packs. I think that's the best way to do them. You can probably find them for a couple bucks at gas stations, so check that out. If you're interested in them, if you really want the miniatures, you might have to suffer to an actual grocery store and get a bigger bag than you actually want. But, there you go. There's your information. I don't really even think that it's worth ranking them because I just don't think they're all that great. I would go minis, and then the other two suck. So there you go. They were only slightly better. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. I post new episodes every Wednesday and Saturday. If you'd like to see them, subscribe over here. Ring the bell down below. Pardon me, you'll be notified when I post new videos. And if you have a suggestion, what it is, where to find it, leave it in the comment section below. Rank these. If you liked them, didn't like them, gonna try them, not gonna try them, all that good stuff. Check out the playlist. It's right over there. Thanks again so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll catch you in the next one. As always, bon appetit.